God of War walkthrough. So here we are a little bit deeper into the mountain, and we're going to be soon entering the main chasm that will lead us to where we want to go. But as usual, there's going to be a couple of things we gotta do before we can actually get there. And it just kind of makes me just love how much effort they put into this game, and sort of just giving you stuff to do, because it seems a lot of games, especially as I get deeper into the experience, they seem to forget what they were trying to do before, and they run out of ideas. But this game just kept throwing them at you and throwing them at you and throwing them at you, and it was just so much fun. I just am so amazed at how good of a job they did in this game. So there's another look at that tree sap wall that I talked about in the last video, and also a lore marker that I don't believe we can get until we can come back through here. When we can blow up that wall and grab one of those crystals next to the beer room, and then we can toss it into that lore marker. Now, of course, getting all the lore markers is required to 100% the game, and Midgard in particular has a ton of collectibles. There are 9 other realms, but throughout the game we only really get access to about 5 of them, and none of them have nearly as many collectibles as Midgard does. But that being said, some of the other realms definitely have harder challenges than Midgard. But we're not really going to worry about those until, pretty much until we're near the end of the game. We're also going to be fighting a couple of these really aggravating Draugr who every single attack they did was unblockable, so that was kind of an unnecessarily close death there, because I just was expecting them to be blockable, so I kept getting ready to parry, and then it was an unblockable attack like 3 times in a row, so that was a lot of fun. There's also a chest behind that place there, which we can get by going into that little tunnel on the right side, but I don't think I actually did that in this video. Then we're going to want to climb up this mountainside. Maybe I did come through and do this, actually. I'm just looking around for some of the collectibles, and I don't think that does anything if we shoot that. It just knocks down thingamajig in the other side of the room. I don't really know what the heck that's there for, but anyway, we can just walk through here to get into that chest. Looks like I do go ahead and do that in this video. Nothing really important with those chests, so to maybe clear up a little bit of confusion, the legendary chests are the golden ones. There are many of these red chests throughout the world, but you don't have to get every single one of them to 100% the game. They often contain useful resources, usually in Midgard, serpent scales or some sort of steel, and they're useful for item upgrading, but truthfully, you're not going to be using every single item upgrade in the game, so their usefulness kind of wanes off as you get some of the better gear, especially once you get further into God of War. But that being said, if you are the kind of person who for some psychotic reason wants to upgrade every single piece of armor you can get your hands on, then there you go, you'll be wanting that. There's also a little bit of lore there, don't miss that, because that can be forgettable. It's hard to miss, but it can be kind of easy just to walk right past it and not think about it. And then we'll be able to continue a little bit further in.
There's a candle all tangled up with string and some sort of animal hide. Some kind of lantern? No wick, though.
That is of no use to us. The Bifrost lights our way.
Hey, what do you think?
Don't forget to knock down this chain, because if you do decide to come back here later, it'll be a little bit nicer climbing up this instead of up and down the wall. But for some reason, Kratos just assumes that you want to climb down the chain even though you're just kicking it down. So you have to climb back up it when you do that. And then there's going to be a big old gate that we need to open. And I don't think there's anything special to opening this gate. I think we just pull the lever and then we'll be introduced into the giant cavern, which is what will eventually lead us to the summit. And that does in fact appear to be what this is. So that's kind of cool. Nice huge area, and we're going to be coming back here even later in the game, so don't think that this is all there is to it. There's also going to be a secret door off to the right there. Now we've already seen a couple of these secret doors, but we're not going to be able to access them once again until quite a bit later in the game. There's also going to be a legendary chest up on the platform kind of above us, but we're not going to be able to get there once again until later. So what I'm trying to say is don't focus too much on the collectibles. We're not going to be able to get to them yet anyway. So there's going to be that huge crane that we need to deal with, and first we can kind of wander the room and just take a look around here, and the crane is going to have a wheel kind of to our, I think it's behind us right now. It's going to be this big wheel that we're going to want to go turn, and that will kind of set off the next series of events. So this video isn't too long. There's going to be I think the rest of this video is just me wandering around this room and then turning the wheel. Then I think there's a mini cutscene, so I'm not going to talk over that. But here's a magical door. I think we've seen one of these before. If not, this might be the first one. But remember where that door is. You are going to want to come back to this later. Also, don't forget some of these lore markers that are around here. It's really best just not to miss these stupidly easy ones, because that's the worst thing in the world when you need one more and it's hidden in plain sight and you're wondering, how the heck did I miss that? And that did happen with a couple of collectibles later on. But anyway, just work your way through the room. I think I'm going to quit narrating here. Also going to be some hell bramble that we're not going to be able to deal with until later either. And I will see you in the next video.
Not only mined the mountain, but actually lived here. There's a machine with gears and rope by that torch. What do you think that's for?
Come. Boy.
Huh? I think I see how this works. The claw's on one side, and if we get this unstuck... Oh no! I think the rope's stuck under that rock.
That was careless.
Yes, sir. Sorry, sir. Stop. But maybe we can find our way up through there. After, you know, getting rid of those things. Look at that, you don't look too good! Can't beat us.
We need to free the rope from under the mess you created up there, boy.
Maybe there's a way up there through that passage that opened.
We will see. around the Black Breath all along?
Now don't go thinking I could have gotten you past it, you big sack of meat. I got ways around most everything, especially up here. Time was, my folk had the run of this joint. Improved the design of the Jotnar traps and built workarounds to boot. Why you think they're so devious? Oh, that reminds me. Watch out for traps.